some years ago when I had a rental property in Silver Spring, and I was trying to collect rent from my tenant who had been negligent in paying his rent for a couple of months. I decided to go by to visit him. I could never catch him at home and say, when are you going to pay me rent? And so I decided to go by one night, probably 9:30 at night rather than early evening. And so I pulled up to the driveway, and there was no light at the house. And so I drove back out of the driveway. So I just pulled up, drove back. And then I drove down the street, and I was going to circle the block and come back to make sure no one was at the house. So as I did so, and I was coming back, Montgomery County Police stopped me. And immediately when I turned and the police officers saw me, I was on the county council at the time. He said, "Oh, Mr. Leggett, I just wanted to stop you to say hello." Well, if you believe that, then that's what happened. And then most recently, during the campaign, I have this ritual where I go out for every election and I place my sign on 20 precincts. I have a route to follow. I know I want to put the signs at, and I've done that for 7 consecutive elections. And sometimes some volunteers may go there and place a sign before I arrive. I would literally take that sign down and take my sign down that they put up and put my sign at the location I want. I'm just that, I follow that ritual just that case. So this time, I guess it was about 10:30 at night, I drove up to the Good Hope Recreation Center on Good Hope Road. And I had on a sweater, a baseball cap, and I think I was wearing jeans. And I got out of the car to put my sign at the polling station. Park police drives up, jumps out, starts yelling at me. "What are you doing here? You can't come here," and screaming and yelling at the top of his voice about why I was there. And I said, "I'm here to put this sign up. You can't do this, that, and the other. You have no business being here," in a very derogatory manner. And I guess his partner, who's a female, looked and noticed the name on the sign and took a careful look at me and said, "Oh, we are sorry. He didn't mean anything. He didn't know who you were. He's from Howard County, by the way." So my point is that I have witnessed what I consider to be behavior that was not respectful, in that, especially in that latter incident. And so if that can happen to me as county executive, then what do you think of the images of a young teenager who may not be as mature and react differently to that kind of conduct, and is confused and frightened? And this is why, as I said before, things have improved, but there are still some challenges and difficulties that we have before us.